But I'll tell you what, one of the things they do believe is that a case from a young girl named Cynthia Kinney, 1976, they believe that she was killed in a barn and buried in a barn. And they think that because they got an anonymous call months after Kinney disappeared. And the person on the call said that Cynthia's body could be found in a barn along the Oklahoma-Kansas border. So this is why it's so critical to look at those pictures. I want to bring in Dr. Scott Bonn, criminologist, professor, and author of Why We Love Serial Killers. It includes exclusive information on his correspondence with Dennis Rader. So Dr. Bonn, wow, these pictures. There's so many questions I have for you, but about the effort that the police are putting out there to the public to look at the pictures and see if they recognize anything. But is there something you see in the pictures that the rest of us wouldn't?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on again, Ashleigh. And Rader is a prolific artist, and he's actually fairly talented. And I started corresponding with him in 2010, and he would send me many, many drawings. And they represent his fantasies. This is his way of reliving his killings. It's his way of thinking about potentially future killings. These drawings are actually not new. The law enforcement has had them since 2005 when they first apprehended him. And the reason they're releasing them now is they no longer believe that they just represent his fantasy life, but may in fact actually be crime scenes, and that's why they're asking for the public's help. The reason that he does this once again is he wants to chronicle his work. He sees his work as like somehow this sick, great body of work that needs to be recognized and remembered by humanity. And what it really is he's shooting himself in the foot, because he's providing evidence that could potentially lead to, solving these additional cold cases. But he can't help it. He needs to do it for his own ego and his own narcissism. And I've always believed that there were additional victims out there. And I'm so glad now that finally there's been some movement here, and hopefully there will be some closure in not too long a time.
So I've always thought that he wasn't very smart. I think he thinks he's brilliant. But we weren't very good at crime solving, back 20 years ago. We were good, but not as good as we are now. And so there were a lot of things he did along the way, perilously close to his family, in the basement with his daughter, playing hide and seek in these areas. I mean, really, really tempting fate. In churches, reenacting his crimes in churches and on scout trips. And I wonder about the details in some of these pictures. And I'm going to ask our control room to put up the picture of the black and white barn with a silo nearby. It doesn't have a victim in it. But why do you think he would leave so many breadcrumbs and details behind if they weren't true? I mean, why would he just throw anything out there and just, taunt for no reason?
Well, the reason for that is because he is the ultimate gamesman. It's all cat and mouse. I mean, if you're familiar with his history, he played cat and mouse with law enforcement for years, sending them little clues and ciphers and puzzles, and this is gamesmanship on his part. Now, again, I think for a number of years, the law enforcement was not sure whether these drawings were in fact just out of his fantasies or whether they really are crime scenes. And I'm of the believer that they in fact are crime scenes. He's very literal. He thinks he's smarter than the average bear, to borrow from Yogi Bear, and he thinks that he just won't get caught. And so therefore he doesn't see this as being foolish or naive. He just thinks he's so above it all that no one will ever possibly connect the dots. And that was his undoing, of course, with the floppy disk. If you're familiar with, how he was caught by the floppy disk that had his name on it that he sent to law enforcement.
Well, let's hope his missteps lead to some resolution, Dr. Bonn, for these families, because, they have suffered so much. Dr. Bonn, thank you for doing this. Really appreciate it. We'll have you back. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.